thank you, universe, thank you, God, because I could have definitely met a fuckboy, and this could have been a totally different story. Hello, beautifuls. My name is Giselle, co-host of the Strong Sunflowers podcast and founder of G is for Growth. And today, we're gonna talk about how did I even get in a 4-year situationship to begin with. Let's jump right into it. Make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. We talk all about growth here. And if you're into that, join the team. Anywho, so I still can't believe it's been 4 years. Well, almost 4 years. So it's gonna be 4 years in August. But we met in a time in my life that I was going through a divorce. If you don't know that, check out my past videos. I got married at 19 and I separated and I got a divorce around 24, 25. I'm 28 now. And in that time, I got into this huge argument with my mom and I moved out because I moved in with her after my separation / divorce. And that didn't go well. So I moved the hell out, and shout out to Susanna at Casa Carby for taking me under her wing and allowing me to live in her home. And she lived in this community. And mind you, back then it's 2020, it's in the pandemic just started. I work in the service industry. The restaurant was closed. I needed to make money. I had just found Dave Ramsey and I knew that I didn't want to use my savings. So I found any jobs that I can possibly get. One of the jobs that I got was at IMG Academy. And in this time they had the WNBA staying at their hotel. And I was like, oh my gosh, first of all, these women are freaking beautiful, Amazonian, strong, gorgeous women. And I just got a little bit into basketball. So I was in the neighborhood and I was working out, right? And I wasn't wearing my glasses. And I saw this man playing basketball at the basketball court. And from afar, again, we live in like a very old neighborhood, old people neighborhood, okay? Like a retirement kind of vibe. So as I was looking over there, I was like, oh my gosh, this old man's playing basketball. Like I kind of want to play basketball because I've been getting really intrigued from working at IMG. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go up to him. I know some people are saying no because of COVID or whatever, but I'm just gonna ask. What can I lose, right? So I went up to him, and as I got closer and I asked him to play basketball, baby, it wasn't an old man. Baby! He was a fine little I was like, you're not an old man. Mind you, I feel like after my divorce, I felt like I'm never gonna like anybody else. Like I'm gonna stay alone forever. No one's gonna love me, X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. So we met, and literally, kid you not, since that day that we met, we have been inseparable ever since. And it's been 4 years. Like the chemistry, the connection, the vibe. You know how they say like soulmates? I think we were definitely some type of soulmates, not... Again, the universe always has in stored whatever it has in stored for us. But I definitely felt like we were soulmates in some type of way. And just like the bond was just so deep and so strong from the very beginning, that building on top of that, all these 4 years has been a journey to say the least. Has been ups and downs. And I think I have grown and he has grown so much as a person. And yeah. That's how we met. And going to therapy, I feel like a lot of times when I go back, because people ask me all the time, like, how are you? I'm not anymore. Okay, this is my year to find my husband. So if you're single out there, shout out, holla at your girl. Anywho, but I feel because our connection was so strong, and by going to therapy, my therapist allowed me to see that like we were both broken at that time that we met. Like, he had his own things going on, and I'm not gonna mention any of his things because this is my channel and I tell you guys what I want from my life, you know? So that's his own personal business, even though no names, no face, no case, right? But that was his own personal business. But for me, I just had left my relationship and marriage, right? Of 4 years at the time. I think we were separated for 2 years. So 3 years plus the 1 year we were dating. So I guess 4. And it was really hard because I married my first boyfriend, and of course religion and everything was intertwined in it. So it was really hard for me to separate my marriage with religion, with God, his love, what he wanted me to do. It was just a lot. And I was trying to find who I was because I had definitely lost myself. And when we met each other, it was kind of like a safe space to grow and figure out what our shit is, you know, and like put all our shit out on the table and know that we're in a safe space, that like neither I or the other, we're gonna judge, and we're gonna love each other regardless. And I don't know how I got so lucky. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God, because I could have definitely met a fuck boy, and this could have been a totally different story. But this particular story in my life was a story all about growth and about truth and about me finding who I am. What do I want in a relationship? How am I in a relationship? I didn't even know like my love language, like so many things. My communication was trash, so many things. And I'm making a whole other separate video on this, on what I learned in my situationship. Not about him, but about me, what I learned about who I am and how I want to show up and how I tend to show up and what is my downfall and what are my weaknesses and what I need in a relationship and what I'm trying to make my relationship look like. So if you're interested in that, that should be coming out shortly. But it was definitely like raw and uncut and unfiltered. And at the time, he had just gotten out in a really serious relationship too. So like me getting out of a marriage, he getting out of a serious relationship, it was just like we found each other, and it was definitely a safe space for us to just fall apart and rebuild. And I can definitely say that right now we are stronger people and individual because of the time that we had together. And you can't, I don't want to say you can't say that about a lot of people, because I'm trying to keep a positive mind into the universe, because baby, I'm trying to find my husband. And if you have any questions, like if you guys are so good together, then why are you not in a relationship? There's greater things than love. I feel like, yes, love starts it, chemistry starts it, connection starts it. But sometimes we make decisions in our lives that take us totally in a different route, in a different direction. And I feel like with our relationship, we have been able, again, to put all that shit on the table and do the work and be self-aware within us. You know, like I love traveling. I want to have a family. I want to start businesses. All of these things we align in, but I also like social media and I love content creating and things like that. He doesn't have any social media at all. He wants to build a farm. He already has a couple of children of his own. He wasn't sure if he wanted more children. So these deep conversations that we would have really, like, even though we still loved each other. And I think that's what kept us in that romantic space for so long, was there was still love there, but we knew that like moving forward, if nothing changed, and again, being extremely honest with each other and with ourselves, if nothing changed, then we wouldn't be able to coincide and live the life together. So again, till this day, we are still friends and like best of friends. I can talk to him about anything and he can talk to me about anything. I have so much love for him, and I'm just so thankful that I got to experience this in my life, because I feel like it definitely built the foundation and even built like a standard for the next partner that I'm gonna have, you know, like, and hopefully that's my husband, because the Lord been giving like sprinkles over here, and so far he has told me that my husband's coming this year. I'm meeting him this year, so I don't know if I'm meeting him. I don't know if I already met him. I don't know if he's making moves. Baby, I just know that big things are happening this year, especially in my romantic life. So I'm just making space for it. I'm just making space for it. That's why I cut all like romantic ties with this person. But if it is this person and he decides to propose next week, don't be coming at me when I'm a fiance. But I just wanted to share this because a lot of you had other questions when I did my other video. If you are in a situationship, I want you to know that it's okay as long as both of you are benefiting from it. If you're feeling like you're pouring too much in, if you're feeling like you are gaining deeper feelings, deeper attraction, things are like bothering you, if they're like talking to somebody or anything like that, again, me and him would call it terms and conditions. Make sure, again, you put all your shit on the table and have terms and conditions of like, hey, this is okay. Hey, this is not okay. You know, this would really bother me. This would not. Because also getting to know someone and knowing their like the triggers, you know, at the end of the day, these are our triggers and our traumas that we have to deal with. So if we're with someone else, especially not situationship, but it's still a romantic partnership, just making sure that they are aware of these things. So the relationship can be about growth and about self-discovery. And then moving forward, you guys can decide to be together or not, but your time was not wasted, neither his nor yours. And you have a better foundation for your next relationship. I love you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Mwah!